the next race is off the start. It's thick and fast here. So we have the German crew, Rudergesellschaft Leer and Bonner Rudergesellschaft, who I think are effectively a Cal Barkley crew. Both of them rode for Cal Barkley over the last few years. That program run so brilliantly by Scott Fransden. And they are against two men from Harvard, Marcus Chute and someone from your alma mater.
That's right, two men from Princeton. Although it's confusing here, they say USA, they are both Brits. Marcus Chute, as I'm sure you're about to say, Martin, Windsor boys. Theodore Bell, Eton, my alma mater, won the PE here just 4 years ago. So a lot of pedigree in that crew, although at this point the Germans have made a very strong start to this race.
Yeah, well, Fred Breuer was in the 6th seat of the German 8 that I thought had a really great Paris Olympics. They came in 4th. OK, they missed a medal, but the 23-year-old, no doubt he might be back in the German team. They won at Lucerne, the German 8, they're resurgent, but didn't have all the luck in the IRAs. The crew crabbed in the semi-final, so this year at least Breuer came in 7th place. But in 23, he was part of the Cal crew that won.
Do you know, Martin, when the last time a German crew won the Goblets was?
That is a great shout, and I don't, and I'm thinking now. Stresselhoff and Holzenbein, no?
It was Schreider and Schmelder of SC Dynamo back in 1970.
That is a long, long time ago, and I didn't even see that race. So there you can see the two boys from Harvard, Theo Bell, just looking round. They're both 21, coached by Matt Smith, the US Olympian, and they are still in contact with the Germans. And both of these boys have got Henley experience. I think Theo Bell has won here in the Princess Elizabeth with Eton, and Marcus Chute has won here with Windsor boys in the Forley. And he's a great single sculler. I kind of thought he would medal when he got to be the single in the World Championships, but he finished in 5th place, but he's an incredible talent.
That's right. I like what I'm seeing from Chute and Bell here. They're still down, but I quite like Bell's start on the stroke seat. He's just looked across there as well, though. He needs to just keep focused on his boat if he's going to peg them back. The Germans, to me, look to be steering into the middle just a little bit. I wonder if the umpire's going to have to get his flag out.
This race is going to be a real gut-buster at the finish. You know, I think I would say a word for the lookers. Giuseppe Vicino, the Italian, famously looked round every stroke when he rode past the Sinkovic brothers in 2017 at the World Championships, and you need a little bit of motivation, and as we speak, Stan.
Well, I don't want to say I called it, Martin, but the umpire does seem to be warning the Germans now. They do seem to just be coming across a little bit, forcing the Brits just a little bit. The Brits rowing for Princeton University a bit closer towards the booms, but they seem to have corrected now.
So I'm sure hello to everyone on the east coast of the USA, Princeton that row on that beautiful lake in New Jersey, the Tigers, where the US National Training Center is based. They are edging ever closer back, and the Germans are warned again. How much is that going to affect them, Stan?
Yeah, I mean, it's both the mental tax that it takes on you when you are asking an awful lot of yourself, and then of course it's brake on the boat, the rudder. So they're going to stroke side and bow side, and actually they don't have an enormous mark. They do still seem to be leading. We'll see as the boats come round, but they can't really afford to be giving up feet here and there through steering.
So in effect, this is Princeton v Cal. Princeton on the left of your picture, and the two Cal oarsmen rowing for their clubs in Germany, Leer and Bonner Rudergesellschaft, and it looks as if the Princeton boys are coming through with that Henley experience, and Breuer, the 6th man of the German 8, has he cracked?
That is cracking. Look at that. I think they were maybe half a length of clear water down at one point, and now they are half a length up, and they are just going to be feeling on fire from here.
So I'm looking down the course. I can't see the crews yet. They've still got a long way to go. The Germans still look to be pretty flat out. And there is our drone. You can see the Germans still have an overlap, but how long will it be before the boys from Princeton, Chute and Bell just eke out a margin and just snap that trailing elastic, and the Germans lose all hope. They're moving again to the centre.
That's right, the Germans moving over now, although ironically the Brits have put enough into them that I don't think the umpire's going to worry too much. So Chute and Bell just staying on their side now, doing their thing, not even having to look around anymore because they are now leading.
And of course Bell won the ladies' plate last year with Princeton. Such an impressive athlete, Theo Bell, and amazing credit to their coach Matt Smith, who's got so much experience, worked with these young men. And the Germans now just perhaps a little shorter, not quite as long as they were at the start of the race.
I think Chute and Bell will look back on this and have to ask themselves, are the Germans just a very fast starting crew, or do we actually need to ask a bit more of ourselves in those opening stages? Because it is really quite a turnaround, and I just wonder if they should be trying to get to the barrier a bit quicker than they did. Another note on this British crew is they were actually asked to go through qualifiers, which for my money is a bit surprising with the pedigree they've got. Both winners of the ladies last year. Bell has won the under-23s twice in the 8 and the 4. I would have thought that they have the pedigree to be a selected crew, but ultimately it doesn't matter. They're here and they're looking really, really strong.
That's really interesting. I didn't know they had to go through qualifiers, but they had to run down the course as if they didn't know what that was like. And I think the umpire is now warning Princeton there, saying to get back on your station. But there's a kind of a healthy lead, and Princeton are moving.
Yeah, I wouldn't be too worried if I were Princeton here from a steering perspective. I think I would just take the line I wanted, because it's nearly the end and they've done the hard yards to put a lot of clear water into these Germans now.
So Princeton University come up to the finish line. All these top university crews are full of internationals, and these are two Brits that are in the mighty Princeton setup. Marcus Chute and Theo Bell, both 21, with bright futures ahead of them, cross the line. A very, very finely judged race against two really strong Germans, Leo Brahms and Fred Breuer. And it was an impressive performance, complete with orange socks from Theo Bell. So Chute and Bell from the USA beat Brahms and Breuer from Germany in a heat of the Goblets.